Uh, Here we are, another beautiful day and a chance to do some painting with Keyboard Cat. Now he is in the room, but I'm not sure quite where. We'll find him. I can hear him hopping around. Skinny. Oh, Skinny. There he is. Hey, Skinners. Here's where we'll be working today, or playing, I should say. Hey, Skinners. What's happening, big boy? Little sip of coffee. Okay, we're starting to get a little traction there. I'm digging that. What? Hey, Skinners. Skinners. Say hi to the world. Oh, he's a good boy. Good morning, Keyboard Cat. Can you say something? Meow. Well, so far so good. So while he's hanging here with us in the studio, in fact, we'll just verify that he is here. There he is. Hey, mister. There he is, just meowing away in front of a Keyboard Cat painting. We'll just let him chill out there. And we'll go here for a minute to the studio. Okay, we're getting some comments here. I love Keyboard Cat from keyboard_cat_ in my mind. Man, are you okay? JK says. I'll leave that up to you. Let me know. 4338 people are wondering if I'm okay. Here's how one of the ways you can stay okay. It's called stretching. And, oops. And I'm going to illustrate it with this big chubby marker here. Uh-oh, okay, yeah, there we go. All right, stretching is what it's all about. Now, if you have a bone, your human bone, and it's in a socket. Oops. I'm a medical illustrator. I'm not a medical illustrator, but I play one on TV. And that's easy enough for you to, oh gosh. Okay. So now, when people just never do anything and their bones just float around like that, all this space inside here turns to jello that's bad for you. And it's bad. It's got toxins in it. And then if you do move around a little bit, it squishes out and you feel like crap because you haven't been getting rid of it on a regular basis like you could or should if you spend a little time in the studio. So when you lift weights, that's compression. Then this bone is pushing this way, and it helps squish out all the doo-doo stuff that's in here by thumping these bones together, and this is a very good thing. It keeps that fluid clear and healthy and ready to roll. Then when you do things like that are extension, like when you punch, where's my arm? When you punch and stop, the lower part of the arm keeps going and makes this surface here bump into this surface here, and it cleans out the stuff in here, which is also toxic. So once you got all that stuff out, then you go back to regular. Now, you don't do this all day. You don't stretch your bones and pound them into each other and so forth and punch midair. You don't do that all day, but you don't do it never either. So your mind is a similar beast. If you leave it in that cockabudro zone where it's floating around in its own muck, then you have a brain that's surrounded with a cake of bad stuff, just bad stuff. So what you do is you stretch your mind. Do you do it all day long? I don't think so. Just like you don't stretch your muscles all day long. You can't yoga all the time. Yoga in the morning, yoga in the evening, yoga at supper time. I mean, it isn't always the right thing. There's Keyboard Cat wandering around, looking for something to do. You need a paintbrush, dude. Here, let's let you out. He's going to go downstairs. There he goes. Keyboard Cat on his journey today. He was up here stretching his mind a little. Can you play me, please, Keyboard Cat? Finn Bailey. No, Finn Binley. Boy. The new cat is skinny. And so back to stretching your mind and your bones. When you stretch your brain, then it's ready to go and do some regular things with ease and in a healthy fashion and just really get it down. So, how do you stretch your mind? You watch this broadcast. You watch this feed. And it feeds certain kinds of vitamins. And you stretch it by taking the rails off of your mind. Derail it. Let it go run free a little bit, like children in the park. Let it run free a little bit. It'll come back. And in doing so, you stretch it and you create a new kind of brain so that when you bring it back, that new brain is better at everything, even relaxing and setting an example. The name of the cat is Bailey. I don't know about that. Yeah, he is cute. Yes, he is. So that's what we do here is we stretch it. So if you are doing a painting of some fruit and there's a banana and an apple and an orange and you want to make the banana yellow, don't worry about it. Do it. But if you want to make it purple, you can. Just see what it feels like. That will stretch and get that stuff out of the sack your brain is in. It will clean that up. Clean your sack. That's what they say. So, how are we going to do it today? Well, you paint any color you want. You paint any picture you want. It doesn't have to be painting. You can do, I know lots of people who write poetry. Thank you. Pasta Rooms said the sound is gone. That's so good. Thanks. for the help. I bumped that. Boy, it's easy to bump stuff. I have these fat fingers. It's easy to bump stuff. They're good, really good for picking your nose and getting all sides at once, so you don't have to like rotate much. Anyway, back to the video. Let me log in to, okay, this is called Meltdown 2020 from Keyboard Cat. Now this is a little old, but it's pretty good, and a cat does save the place. Hmm? Hmm? Come on, little iPad. Oh, I need some Academy Leader countdown. 3, 2.
In a world where chaos ruled, why did he come to Earth? Armageddon was imminent. He prepared us for his mission. But would it be in time? Earth was in peril. Panic spread. When a cat is called upon, only he could save mankind. The power of the internet explode. The summer, it will happen. Fasten your seatbelt. Keyboard Cat saves the day.
Would that be a good movie or what? I'm saying it would, but that's just me. I'm gonna get rid of this iPad real quick here. Okay, so now, outside of having a little slug of the old coffee, that's the name of my old college I graduated from, Nichi Dai. And my mother-in-law did the artwork for this shirt that then I got from my wife for Christmas or something. I don't know. Maybe I got it for Wednesday. Do the Keyboard Cat movie. That would be good, right? Okay, what you're painting. This is cool from Gatinho Premium Aki A Fid. Well, this is better than a Minecraft movie. Well, we're working on it. It's just a natural thing for me to be doing. I'm normally doing this every day, except the difference now is I have this camera in front of me. What can I say? Is this acting? I don't know. I do know it's stretching. I'm getting out of my comfort zone because I'm not trying to make a client happy or anybody happy with this painting. I would like to make myself happy. And if it doesn't work out, it's not like rock climbing where if you have a little bad day, it could be bad, really bad. Bad day painting, no problem. You still just have a nice dinner and all that, just like normal. So I did that drawing. I did a loose drawing of this poster for Meltdown 2020. And the line at the bottom says, when a cat is called upon to save the human race. And there he is. There's catastrophic floods going and trucks getting washed into the surf. The moon is involved. The internet is definitely involved. And who's the cat that they're calling to save the day? Who do you think? I hear you all saying Keyboard Cat at the same moment out there. So now what are we going to do? How are we going to do this painting? I think the first thing is get a little cat color in there. Yeah. A little cat color in the paws and in the cat's head. right? And now the noggin. I should try and look at the picture. See, a lot of times for this broadcast, I like to break the rules. And paint things the color they shouldn't be. But I think today I will even break that rule. And since my rule is normally don't paint things their real color, I'm going to sort of attempt to paint them their real color and see what happens when I try and randomly control random. That's random squared, which is Avogadro's number divided by pi, and your birthday plus 10.4. So yeah, there we got that on there. So now we need something, I don't know what, some orange, fluorescent orange paint? No, I think this fluorescent pink. Fluorescent is such a cool word, even it doesn't, this isn't spelled like it is really. Okay, yeah, so some of this here color. Here we go with some of this. And we'll look at the drawing loosely. That looks pretty good. I'm not trying to be perfect, or could you tell? So, we're stretching now, so you're letting it go. You're getting used to the feeling of letting it go and seeing what happens. If, by the way, you do practice loosening up a little bit in your entire demeanor, and just from time to time, and then it doesn't help at all, let me know. We'll report it. Then his noodle. Now, I said I was using realistic colors, and I know the keyboard cat isn't really fluorescent, but at least I'm making them fluorescent orangish and pinkish, which makes more sense than blue and green. If you're a beginner, try and be a beginner and go, I know this, I know I can't paint, I don't know what's gonna happen, but just to be funny, I'm gonna pretend I know how to do this and just see what the heck happens. Yeah, okay. See, we want it, even if it's the wrong color, we want it to kind of look like Fatso. Look at that, huh? Is that looking good on? Yes, it looks like it's just completely. I'm teaching. Gapehorn says, what's up, Professor? What are you teaching today? We're teaching how stretching your mind is like stretching your muscles and your joints. It helps you be better at being when you're your other self, You can help somebody a little bit instead of just being a liability. You know what I'm saying? So that will fly for me. I think we're going to paint, since today we're trying to paint things a little bit like their actual color, to just see what transpires. And it could be interesting because I normally don't do that. There's a little blue there for the shirt. See, this is kind of isn't me in a way, which is good. I'm trying to be somebody else for a minute. I can bring it back. I can come back and be Leon Tancredi when I want to be. Okay, now we're going to paint a little dark blue where that sky is. Well, let's put in a little bit of yellowish for that moon. And then we'll put in the sky. There, right? With a little bit of fluorescent support. Sure. Now, we paint in some of this darkness. And I do like some of the dark colors. Phthalocyanine blue being right at the top of my list. That color got me through Japan. Okay, blue, blue, blue. I'll put a little bit of purple in there with that. And then just a brush that seems like it would you can try that. A little purple, a little blue, a lot of water. Right? Works for me. So I'm going to go around that cat. I love doing this. And then some down here. Oops, I'm not doing it perfect. Boy. How's that looking? Oh, it's already starting to feel like art, even though I'm trying to make the colors representative of their reality. Here, let's do this. We're gonna make those dotted lines some pretty little buggers with fluorescent yellow brush paint from yet the art supply store. Let's see who's saying what. From Japan? Look at this. Joiru Sarasu. I'm really glad you're still alive. Me too. I hope you can do everything you set out to do and have a happy life. You fed my childhood at a very young age. I wish you much luck and peace in your life. Joiru Sarasu. Is that Japanese? Yeah. From Pasta Rooms, one of the best person on the earth is you. On the internet is you. Well, give me lots of likes and maybe I can get a sponsor, somebody like a laxative or something like that. Painting with Keyboard Cat, brought to you by X-Lax. For when you really need to just let it happen. All right, so there we go. Let's paint something around this crazy moon. You don't think about things not in the room affecting things that are in the room. You kind of want to have control. You can do things here that affect things way over there with your mind. Look at the moon. For years, for millions of years, starting with like way before the internet, starting with the caveman and dinosaurs, they didn't know why the water on the ocean went in and out. And when it went out, they would gather some seafood, But they didn't know what was going on. Later on, way later, they figured out it was the moon. So the next time you think you're really in control of everything in your life, think about the moon just for a second. It's quite a chunk of real estate, that old moon. I wonder if countries will claim it. I heard that countries are already trying to claim parts of it for, to put up like a fried chicken franchise or something like that, or even just a thing to attack Earth with. So we can make sure we keep an eye on everybody and attack everybody equally. We wouldn't want to be unfair about it. Doom is something that we all should be able to indulge in. How's that looking on the... Oh, yes, that's graphic is... A little purple water now. That's looking good. Wish I could... After yesterday's show, I actually got out, I refurbished my GarageBand software because it hadn't been updated since, I don't know, the turn of the century maybe. And I started doing stuff, and I looked at a thing called GarageBand for Dummies. And I learned some things that I never knew before. I've had it for years. Some software I just use, I don't worry about that I don't know how to do it. I just figure it out as I go and use it to do what I think I need to be doing. Like a logo for some bloke or something, Bloke. I kind of like it. I mean, I think I kind of even like it without the blue painted around the rest of the moon. Just leave the page up there. I'm thinking that is kind of working for me. And I'm going to put a little bit of white here on the cat's nose where I got some teal, some shirt color. So let's just go ahead and try and control things a little bit. For me, my stretch time, to really stretch it, means I would try and control some things. And that will derail everybody, even myself. So feel free to derail yourself anytime. Dan says, stupid video. Thank you. We are stretching now. We are stretching now. This is the only channel that revives the keyboard cat. Probably. I love Keyboard Cat when he was young. It's sad knowing he's gone. Well, it happens to all of us. And please, have a full and wonderful life in spite of that. Pasta Rooms, one of the best person on the internet is you. Would you like to find me a sponsor? Something good like one of those weight loss pills. Yeah, that would be good. Get skinny and have fun and meet skinny. Okay, so yeah, I was going to go a little white down there. A little bit of white. Right here. Yeah. But that's trying pretty hard for somebody that says, let's just try to not try today. Sometimes it's best to just not try so hard. Just sometimes, not all the time. We don't need you to quit your job or anything like that. See? Why not? And then that's a white key there. Not that we're going to stick with white, but if we want, we can. And let's just trick people and clean this up a little bit here. Where we were just letting ourselves be a mess as a therapy. Now we're tightening it up as another therapy. That's something, isn't it? I know it is. See? Sometimes it makes me feel good to clean things like the house. And later I've learned that in some people, like myself, that's a disorder. My wife sure likes it when I clean. That's no disorder. Look at it. You know what? Tightening it up next to places that went just bonkers nuts is a nice juxtaposition. It's like bipolar painting. How's that looking out there? Sure. Yeah. So now we got to paint some. I think the next step is coffee. Oh, and to mention that these paintings that I've been doing on here, like yesterday, those stencil paintings, eventually, I don't know about today, but soon, and today for some, you can get them, you can bid on them starting at $5, which is a pretty good deal. These early ones with the low number on them, like I'm up to number 8 or 9 or 10 or something now, are potentially going to be worth something, more than $5. I'll buy them from you for $5 if you don't want it after you buy it. If you get the buyer's remorse, let me know. The cat's got a few bucks in his little Bitcoin wallet. No, he doesn't have one. He doesn't even have a coin purse. He doesn't want one. He wants a little Kibbles bag. Oh yeah, so you can go to the link on this channel, the link to eBay, and it will let you see some of these paintings and let you bid on them. And there you go. So please give that a shot. And don't be afraid to like us. I mean, I've been in this internet business since I've been putting up videos since in 2007. That's when I put up the first Keyboard Cat video that went nuts, 07. And I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, I never ask for likes and I don't look for work. I wait for somebody to knock on the door. And it pretty much works. But I'm breaking my rules. Today's a rule breaking day. We're stretching. So go ahead and like us. It feels good. We like it. We like. It makes us feel better when we're doing stuff like painting these pictures and stuff, which is really these paintings, because they have your live feed and comments to them, and I'm reading those, are a collaborative work because you guys are influencing what I do and when I do it. So there you go, Pasta Room. Blossom and Sonic. I saved this to a playlist. Oh, Mr. Godzilla gave us a like and is taking credit for it. Veteran KYT, pure art right there. Well, thank you. I mean, that's kind of the goal. And whether it goes anywhere when I shut the lights off here today is really neither here nor there. Maybe it's a little more here than there, but not much more. So the main thing is I'm looking in my iPhone, which is a monitor about the size of a peanut butter cookie, and even smaller if my mom was making them. She made them huge, like one batch would be 2 cookies. That's just standing back with all you guys and girls and munchkins that we're collaborating here, and for a minute, none of us are doing any harm, and we're learning a little bit about letting it go, enjoying something like a cat saving the universe, which it could come to, and we're ready. We're ready. Okay, next step. We need to paint maybe a different color of dark in here than we painted up here. This is more bluer. Let's make this fluorescent green. That'll keep them wondering. That will keep the people off the... Well, I have a friend who comes over here and paints, and we call him the twister because when he wants paint to come out of a tube that's only half full, he doesn't squeeze it or squeeze it up from the base or anything like that. He gives it a twist, the whole tube, which works right then, but then after that, that tube is kind of a mess for everyone. So let's put a little bit of fluorescent yellow there, just if we want to do something to that limey green. Okay, new brush. So that's I think we can make this work. Okay, so it's going to be that shape in here. But let's make it a little bit darker. But still, we don't want it to look like the green or the blue that is up above in this composition. So, oh yeah, right. This is where kind of the chaos of the movie is depicted visually here. These are happy little waves, to quote a famous television painter. They're happy. It's happy doom. It's happy entropy. There's that across there. And then it goes in this shape over here as well. What? Right here, like this. Yeah. I can live with that. Let's put a little of this weird yellow on here just as a cake. Yeah. Now, let's put a little white. Let's touch things up. That felt really good when I was fixing stuff up. That hitherto was known to me as like a mistake, like that little bit of white in that dotted line there, and there, and painting that out there. I'm digging it. But what else? There was something else that I thought should be white, but I guess not. Oh yeah, these few little daughters right in here, pretty got a little overspray from the one that hit the moon. Diana Moon Glampers, Kurt Vonnegut Jr. Her kidleys were a problem. Okay, so now I'm going to say let's go down and outline this Meltdown 2020 business. Outline it with something dark and something maybe not something so dark, maybe something weird like fluorescent pink. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm gonna sit down here. I got a kid's school chair. Look at that. So, if you get really good at something, then you're entering a world of craftsmanship, which is pretty competitive. There's a lot of people who think craftsmanship is good. So be ready to duke it out with the whole world. So if you can get past wanting to be good at something, now you're in a little smaller arena. Then you're kind of hanging around with the Dada motif. And if you don't know what Dada is, it's D-A-D-A, just like a little kid saying daddy. And it was an art movement that was significant, and I still am a Dadaist, even though they've considered that the movement has ceased. Wait, we need to change colors here. I don't want to get too crazy about one dang color. There. Right on. What are people saying while I put this color on my brush? Pure art right there. This is pure art right there. Veteran KYT. Sans Undertale. This is amazing. Sans Undertale Best Memory. I'm going on this one. That's cool. Hey, Blossom and Sonic. Hey, sorry I missed the last one. That's all right. You can pick it up. It's stored up there on the cat's channel, let's say. Kitty. Purple stick figure, calm down, from Pasta Rooms. Hey, this is good. We're getting some likes. Check that out. Likey. It doesn't very hard. So I can imagine somebody buying this piece, and they will sooner or later, and that they frame it and they have it hanging in their place, and one day one of them is just looking at it there, with no real agenda and wondering on this treatment of this lettering, Meltdown 2020, wondering what the hell was the artist thinking when he put all that marker on there and then just went over it with transparent paint. What was he thinking? I don't know. I don't know. You could just say he wasn't thinking. For a minute, he had his mental gear transmission in neutral. Clutch was in. Look at that. Because when you hang on with, you try to repeat it. You have stored skills, but when you let go, you can't let go again just the same way. So you are guaranteed, like some of this stuff here, which, I don't know, to me is pretty valuable. Now remember, within the next couple of days, you'll be able to buy this original painting, starting bid $5 on the eBay, on the link listed below on this channel now. Okay. When a cat is called upon to save the human race. God, I'm liking it. Now let's get away from that wet paint down there. I've already smeared it a couple times, which I'm not going to say I didn't mean to. But I did smear it a little, and really, I'm not worried about it. Next thing, we're going to go up here and dry paint zone and work on his shirt or those keys. The black keys need something. Do they need to be black? Boy, that would be unusual. I don't think I can do that. I just don't think I can do that. I think they want to be red, like regular paint red. Like red with the bed. There we go. And maybe a little orange just to, oh, we already got some. Okay. Key brush, a brush for painting keys. Well, I'm going to say something like that right there. We still framed up? Oh, yes. This isn't exactly what I was thinking, but maybe if I mix a little fluorescent in with it. Okay, let's check this out. Oh yeah, that's a little brighter outlook. Let's keep going, Daddy-O. Yeah, you gotta just stick with it. I think there's something gonna be happening right there. But not that. Look at that. This color isn't neat, that's for sure. Is it brown? I think we're gonna start going darker. Darker for the dark keys. Remember, if you stay on the dark keys, pretty much anything you make will sound pretty good. I proved that with the Keyboard Cat song. 99.99% sure that's true with the original song. If you play that on the video and you have a look-see at it, I think there will be pretty good support for that it was made all with the black keys. Yeah. This painting is taking a while. I'm not getting tired. I'm with it. I'm with this painting until the cows come home. Oh yeah. Why not? And now we're switching to a non-traditional black key color, which would be fluorescent orange. For these two on the end. Little friends. Do all the black keys need this to be the same black? I don't think so. Look at the likes. Thank you, people. Beskebe, I love Cat Jesus. Thank you. Sam Adricum, fly high. What was your cat's name? Well, there have been 3 keyboard cats. First one was Fatso. Second one was Bento, which means lunchbox in Japanese. And third one, who's alive and running around here somewhere, just itching to make a cat video, which we're going to do real soon with a keyboard. We're going to premiere his newly learned skills. He's been taking keyboard lessons. I can't say who from because it's a secret. But though, look at those likes. You know what? I almost hate to ask for likes, but it worked. I never have done this before. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, there's that. Now I think we need to put in, where there's cat flesh, we need to put in a little, what's this? Digging it. You can't see it on your phone, but it's going on there in kind of a spreckle more than a spray, because this can is so screwed up. Look at this. That's the hole where there used to be a hole. A whole lot of wood. That helped. Now we're going to put in a little bit of blue. Boy, that teal dries slow, I'll tell you that. I oil paint sometimes. But not this time. This is going to be a real wet teal. But see, it's too close to that. I want it to be way lighter. That might work. Yeah. Pretty painty. Pretty, pretty. I'm digging it. And then this stuff down here, I think it's what? Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't even notice that when I drew this thing. There's a yellow stripe down the road coming towards us. Can you see it right through the W? Let's paint that yellow stripe in there because that's just kind of a call to context where it's saying, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use one of these brushes I already used. I think this one. See, these are like danger stripes. On the highway, they means no passing. And that's really what you need to do. I obeyed my traffic laws. I didn't used to, but that was then. And this is this. Nice, huh? A little danger. And then this is a little danger in these headlights. Well, actually, there's some yellow all along here. And Lord only knows what it is. I put this together with Photoshop and I can't remember what I was thinking. And then headlights. Turn on your headlights. See, because this is kind of a catastrophic scene. And don't you know it? See, I'm looking at this to get some idea of what the heck. Not bad. How's it looking out there in La La Land? Oh, nice. I think the blue shirt needs a little help. shouldn't stand right in front of the name. That's looking good. Jeez. Look at those likes. Great comments. Igor, Mr. Godzilla, Crocoplard. That's a handle. Even though we need to do some work down here, I just feel the urge to put some like pinkish purple on that keyboard, and I can't fight the feeling. It's just there. So let's do that. Let's mix up a little pinkish purple. I got the right color, but boy, it's strong. We got to thin the bologna out of it. Sure. That was a good decision on my part. You never know. You never know with this art business. There's no answer book, I can tell you that. Man, I think it's looking cool. But then again, I would because I'm doing it. Still, we have lots of people and the likes are getting likey. Thank you so much, everybody. Now we get to put something in here in the background of all that. And it's kind of just a gray, misty green. And we'll use that brush. Okay. Thank you for waiting. Sure. Look at that. Look at that. Karabalu 071 says, hi, good is real good. See you later. I hope they sell. That's cool. From Quirt. That's coming down pretty good. And then that truck is kind of dark. Just darkness. And he's got trouble. I think this painting is done. This is the feeling I got. Now, I bought a package of Sharpies. I was tired of running out, so I bought it on Amazon. Look how many Sharpies I have. They arrived yesterday. And we even begin to see how many Sharpies are here. Big box. Lots of Sharp. So I'm going to take one, brand new one, and sign this puppy. Charlie. And I don't know what number this is in the series of our paintings. I know we did 10, 9 and 10. And 11, so this is going to be 12. Charlie number 12. You help do it. We got to get just a little something. Well, not that. But there's got to be something on here to make this moon more of a mess. Moon has been pulling on our tides for years and only recently has gotten credit for it. There we go. All right. Thank you so much. Wow is realistic from Karabaloo 71. I'm so glad I found this stream again from Illumirito Zero. Illumirito. Nice, good, so good. Hey, thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. Remember, here, let's get, oh man, I've trashed these pants. Let's get this over here and turn it around and look at this painting closer up. Stuff from yesterday. Stuff from today. Check us out.